What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Celluloid Psychosis. I am your host, TJ Bowser, and joining me, as always, is the very handsome, the very British, the King of Salisbury himself, Mr. Paul Ashford. How are you doing today?
Hello, TJ. Good evening. How are you? I'm fantastic.
I'm very good, Paul. What did you do this week, buddy?
Uh, Not too much, man. I've been working a lot. Um, the sun is out, which is nice in England. It's been a very, very hot, sunny week mostly. So we've been enjoying some countryside walks, which has been very nice. I haven't really watched many movies, if any at all, in the last week. But something very exciting. I finally today got my EV charger, home charger installed.
Yes, you did.
Tested it all out as well, and it should be charging overnight for me tonight. So yeah, I'm no longer completely relying on public charging, so I should be saving a pretty penny, which is very, very cool. But yeah, my week has been not too bad at all. How about you?
We are men of the future, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
I am pretty good. I'm on my second week at the new job, enjoying it very much. Love the people, love the culture, love the atmosphere, love the customers, and of course, love the firearms. Bang, bang. But I haven't ordered any physical media, but that might change. Got my first big paycheck coming up soon, so time to fill this up, baby. You know, we got all this. This is filled, but it's not so much. And that needs to be box sets, you know what I mean? But who knows? Maybe more will come. But we got a lot of releases to talk about, and I bought a couple of them already. So, yeah.
Well.
I mean, I did Vinegar Syndrome order, but that's about it. Of course I'm going to do that. It's a new month. Oh, yeah, very unusual. I actually didn't order last month, so I did both months all in one.
Well, there you go.
It was a huge order. Absolutely huge. But anyway, let's talk about the physical media roundup, folks. Let's start things off with my favorite, Vinegar Syndrome. They are doing Murder Rock. So if you already have the Murder Rock Blu-ray that's out there now.
Lucio Fulci.
Yes. I would definitely recommend trading up. The Nesting, Devil Doll and Curse of the Voodoo, Igor and the Lunatics. I've never watched any of these.
You never seen Murder Rock?
No.
I used to have it on DVD. Purely because it had Lucio Fulci's name on it. I don't remember too much about it. I remember the cover, but I don't remember too much about it.
That makes sense. Cinemagraph is doing Drop Zone. Shudder is doing Dude Madame, right? Yeah. AGFA, the American Genre Film Association, is doing The Sword and the Claw. Film Movement is doing Playground. Film Movement Classics is doing Artie Shaw, Time Is All You've Got, and The Marquise of... Artie Shaw, Time Is All You've Got on the Marquise of... Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yeah. When I say it's O ... Music Box Selects is doing Heavier Trip.
Oh, I'd like to see that. I saw the first one, Heavy Trip.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I didn't realize the sequel had been made already.
I did not know either.
No.
ETR Media is doing Underdeveloped. Deck Analogs doing What We Left Unfinished. Magnolia Pictures is doing Severance. VHS Shitfest is doing Project Omicron. Why should I get Severance?
It's British horror. I presume that's the British horror. I'm talking about Danny Dyer, British horror film. Very good. I remember watching it when it came out. It's got to be early, mid-2000s, I'm guessing. Very cool film. Very, very cool. Horror. British horror.
Saturn's Core is doing Bone Sickness. Memory is doing Physician Heal Thyself. Cartoona, When You Get to the Forest. IFC Films, Love Crime. Just going to take a break for you audio listeners. Paul, whatever you did, it fixed the problem.
I just worked the magic.
Okay. God, we had technical difficulties that we were talking about in a chat while we were doing the show, and it just corrected itself. Thank you, Paul. Charger. It's probably your EV charger. Paul, do people look at you strange when they realize it's an electric car?
Yeah. Yeah, they do. Yeah, it doesn't look so. My one doesn't look so much like an electric car. To be fair.
Mine either. I mean, unless you know what Ford F-150s look like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, yours doesn't either. But yeah, most electric cars, you look at them and go, "Oh yeah, that's definitely an electric car."
The
Because they,
lack of exhaust and grill is a
yeah,
dead giveaway.
exactly. Yeah, they always look a bit boxy and futuristic, but ours don't.
That's just Elon's. Elon's looks like that, not ours.
Yeah.
Paul, take over. I think we're at Cartuna.
Cartuna. When you get to the forest from Cartuna. Oh, and you said IFC films love crime.
Mhm.
Factory 25 are releasing Louder Than You Think, a lo-fi history of Gary Young and Pavement.
I don't know.
That's very strange. Yellow Veil Pictures or Yellow Veil Pictures.
Vale.
Rats.
He did it
Kino
with the right
Lorber.
exclamation there. Good job.
Yeah, Kino Lorber got quite a big slate coming. We have Sabrina coming to 4K. That is the 1954 version.
Mhm.
Boomerang from 1976. Cop or Hood. Sugar Hill, 1974, coming to the, I would say, black exploitation label. The President's Wife from 2023. The Annihilation of Fish, which I've never heard of. I Madman from 1989. I've seen that one. That's a very good film.
Mm.
Alien Terror, 1980. Beware of Mr. Baker.
Okay.
Handsome Harry. And Last Known Address. The all amazing Imprint Films.
I think this is one to get. I mean, I already have it, but like
Yep.
I double dip only
Mhm.
because of the documentary. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Imprint Films, they are doing the Keep in 4K. Obviously, Vinegar Syndrome beat everyone to the punch of that. No, it was Vinegar Syndrome, wasn't
Yes,
it?
sir.
Yeah, it was, of course. Beat everyone to the punch. That was probably one of the most hyped releases of the year, I would say.
It leaked. Remember?
Yeah, that's right.
It
Yeah,
leaked and it kind of ruined the big release of it because everyone was like, "Yeah,
yeah.
of course it's going to be that."
Didn't stop it from selling out like instantly.
That's very true.
So yeah, Imprint Films will be bringing out their own version, but they are also including a full-length documentary called World War II Fairy Tale.
Okay.
The making of documentary. So obviously it's a World War II fairy tale. I guess the film is set during
Via Vision's the
era.
parent company of Imprint, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And yeah, Via Vision, the parent
Mhm.
company. 2008's Prom Night coming to Blu-ray.
That's a fun one.
Yeah. They are doing the Wolfman Collection, 1935 to 1956. But we are talking Wolfman, Werewolf of London, and She-Wolf of London, and those are all coming in 3D. I'm not quite sure what's going on with this 3D
Yeah, we
revival
had
of
that
media at the moment.
conversation in our last physical media
Yeah,
update, and it was just like, what the fuck's going on with 3D? Like, we're past this. That was like
it's
8
bizarre.
years ago. Come on.
I mean, I love 3D, but
Yeah.
who's still got a 3D TV? I don't know. It's bizarre. Uh, Absolute banger of a classic. The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad from 1958 is coming to
Yes.
Blu-ray via Vision.
So much better than the sixth voyage.
Yeah, I prefer the eighth, possibly. Second Sight are releasing Talk to Me in
Mhm.
4K, and also The Nice Guys coming to 4K. One of my favorite Russell Crowe films, I'd say, on that one.
Oh.
Tribeca are releasing Tenderberry,
Tenderberry.
2024's Tenderberry, and possibly my favorite German label, Turbine Media. Again, let's go 3D.
It's a
Super
turbine
Mario Brothers
media.
movie, the 2023 movie, is coming out in 3D Blu-ray. Would you believe it?
I would not believe it.
No. And they're also releasing Abigail in 4K.
Yes.
Do you want to take
So,
over?
yes,
Yeah,
coming from Shameless,
your
one of my
favorite
least
label.
favorite labels. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Four Flies on Grey Velvet 4K. They actually were the OGs of the rights to this film
Mhm.
overseas.
Yeah,
So, do they still have the ugly yellow?
yep.
Okay.
They still do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
That
Yeah.
is, for those who don't know, that is Argento's third film in what they call his Animal Trilogy. It is a rock and roll giallo, and I
Mhm.
love it.
I wish they'd do Suspiria in 4K because that film is criminally expensive in
You
4K.
can't get much better than the Synapse 4K.
I know, but it's very expensive to get that release over
Get that
here
over here.
in the UK. Yeah,
Uh,
I'm not saying I want the yellow plastic. I just want a nice UK friendly 4K
that's until
release.
yeah. Anyway,
Arrow. Let's just
yeah.
do Arrow, please. Let's Arrow release it. Come on.
Well Go USA, The Prosecutor from 2024, and The Revolver from 2024. 88 Films is doing Private Club from 1974, and one of Paul's favorite labels, Arrow Video, is doing the following: The Invisible Swordsman from 1970, Swordfish in 4K from 2001, Dark City from Alex Proyas from 4K 1998, sorry. Witness in 1985, The Taking of Film 1, 2, and 3, 4K, 1 from 1973. Roadhouse, Patrick Swayze, 1989, 4K. Is that UK or is that both USA and UK?
It's definitely UK because obviously the US got the inferior.
Don't you start, Paulie. Mine is premium. Don't make me pull it out right now and show everybody. It is massive. My Roadhouse disc.
I'm going to take a guess it's UK because I know Germany's had their own release of it as well. Obviously, yet again, Vinegar Syndrome beat everyone to it, didn't they?
The good, the bad, and the ugly. 4K 1966.
What a film.
From Shout Select, we're getting JFK's Director's Cut 4K 1991. That's an Oliver Stone film, right?
I bet you'll be picking that one up, right?
There was some really funny mix-up in Congress recently. I want to say Congress, where they confused a American political figure with Oliver Stone, and they asked a question thinking that they would know the. Yeah, it was hilarious, thinking that somebody was Roger Stone instead of Oliver Stone, but asked them a Roger Stone question to Oliver Stone about JFK.
Right.
But Oliver Stone just made a movie about him. You know what I mean? So he's like, I think you have the wrong Stone. It was silly. It cracked me up. I'm the only person that watches that shit. But anyway, Dan, season 1. What the hell's that, Paul?
I don't know. It's coming out though.
2024. Bring it on in 4K. One of the greatest films ever made.
Yeah,
Paul.
You've really got that in 4K, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, I got the poster right outside the door. It's one of my favorites. Lord of Illusions in 4K from 1995.
Clive Barker.
Bring me the head of Alfred Garcia in 4K 1974. And Monkey Shines in 4K from 1988. Filmed in the basement of Carnegie Mellon University.
And directed by
George Romero.
Good. Just checking.
Come on, Paul.
I don't know.
You don't know. You know what you do know? What Lionsgate's doing?
Law-Abiding Citizen, which is the TJ Bowser story.
Is that Colin Farrell and
no? What's his face?
Denzel?
Why'd you put one? No. Did White House Down and all that stuff, isn't it? It's him.
Denzel Washington's in this motherfucker.
White
Gerard Butler and
Gerard
Jamie
Butler.
Foxx. I was way off.
Oh, I was thinking Gerard. I knew Gerard Butler. A24. What are they bringing out?
Queer in 4K, and I'm definitely buying that thing like tomorrow.
Yeah. And why don't they have a UK store?
I don't know, because they don't want to make money, I guess. Or they're afraid of tariffs. We don't know. Oh, shit. So Universal's doing that movie Paul and we always talk about, whether it's the 5th or 6th movie in the franchise. We don't know. Bridget Jones mad about the boy.
Yeah.
How many boys has she been through now, Paul? We don't know.
We don't want to know.
Hysteria season 1, not Paul's Hysteria though.
No, I've never heard of that, but it's got Bruce Campbell in it, right?
Really? Yes, it does. Yes, that's a new series, I want to say.
Yeah, 2024. I saw the cover and I was like, oh, I've never heard of that.
Like it came out late last year, I want to say. Definitely app exclusive, I want to say.
Yeah.
Fun City Editions, which used to be a Vincent sub-label.
Oh, what happened there? Disregard.
No, Vincent is like, what they do is they teach these sub labels how to ride a bike. So they kind of like start them off a little bit, holding the bike, and then they kind of just let them go off on their own a little after they get proficient.
What a nice way to explain it.
So nice, right? Ladies and gentlemen, The Fabulous Stains in 4K, 1982, one of Paul's favorites. Paul, what's VCI doing?
Well, they are doing Mondo Keyhole from 1966.
Excuse me?
Your pick of the week, Delinquent Schoolgirls
Oh.
from 1975. And First Love from 1970.
We got a special guest in the background, Paul.
Yeah, I just noticed that. The door came. That is Jules' cat, Kobe.
Oh, hello. The third host of Celluloid Psychosis.
Radiance Films.
Yes.
Life is cheap, but toilet paper is expensive. True that. From 1989, that is a 4K release.
Good delivery, Paul.
Essential Polish Animation.
Thank God.
1957 to 1985. The Beast to Die is coming to 4K from 1985. And Rosa La Rose is coming to 4K also from 1985.
So next on our list is Disney, right? And this week has been the 30th anniversary of a Goofy movie. Why the fuck didn't they give us a 4K this week?
Because it's not Marvel.
They don't want to make Exactly. And what are they bringing from Marvel? Something we didn't need already.
Captain America, Brave New World, getting a 4K.
What happened to waiting 4 months?
No, there's no money in that.
It just came out.
Streaming, man. Streaming's killed
It's still in theaters somewhere. Red Hulk's literally fighting Captain America right now, somewhere in the theater, and this shit's coming out. Like, what?
I remember the good old days. Used to get a film out in the cinema, then months and months later, you could rent it on video, and then months and months after that, you could finally buy it on video.
COVID killed it, bro.
Yeah, COVID and streaming, I'd say. Yeah. Studio Canal, Darling from 1965, and Subway from 1985.
Interesting.
Yeah. Neon Rated, a label I've never heard of, are releasing Longlegs in 4K. I'm going to say that's a USA release. Third Window Films, The Boxman from 2024.
These are new labels.
Yeah, there's some new labels here.
Like
Cult
this.
Epics are releasing Mysteries and Pastoral 1943. Double feature, both from 1978.
I love when we get double features. I wish Shout would start doing those again.
Yeah, I've still got some of their earlier stuff. Troll and I forgot what was on there. Troll and
Imprint does really good double features too. I mean, they really know how to pick those features on those too. So
yeah, definitely a quality label. And Picture Houses are releasing The Last Showgirl from 2024. Pamela Anderson. I watched that. It's very good. Very good.
From Warner Brothers, we're getting a Minecraft movie from Jared Hess in 4K. Rhapsody in Blue from 1945. Lean on Me from 1989. Mystery Street from 1950. Three Comrades from 1938. La Vie en Rose in 2007. High Society from 1956. A Working Man 4K from 2025. And one of my favorites. One that I'm gonna buy. Captain Planet and the Planeteers from 1996, the complete franchise, one of my favorite series growing up. I used to wake up early at 6 a.m. so I could watch Zoids and Captain Planet before school. And then I'd get on the bus at 7:15, so I'd have a 15-minute buffer period between watching my show. So if the commercial come on, I get ready for school, brush my teeth, come back and watch a little bit of the show, go in there, get cleaned up, maybe put my pants on, and then go back to watching my show. And then I'd finish getting ready, and then I'd hop on the bus. But I always watch Captain Planet and Zoids because that shit was awesome.
I used to have quite a few Zoids toys back in the day.
Right? They were cool, and the model
They were
kits
really
were
cool.
sick,
Like
dude.
wind up as well, like the little wind up.
Yes.
Yeah, because you had to build them, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
It was such a
Very
cool
cool.
part of that. And that
Hmm.
anime still holds together today. Like all New
Hmm.
Century, Century Zero. So good. So good.
Hmm. Hmm.
Well, we should probably talk about that if that's our mutual love of anime, Paul.
Yeah.
Again, we like early anime, not the people who have body pillows today. Anyway, Sony, I know what you did last summer, 4K 1997, Paul. It's not in our notes, but the preview of the reboot looks pretty good.
Yeah, looks all right.
We
Looks all
got
right.
Freddie Prince and we got his wife in there, right? Yeah.
Sarah Michelle.
Freddie Prince is in there,
Yeah.
right? I'm not just crazy.
I don't know. I think you are crazy, but he could well be in there,
Okay, a little bit of both.
isn't he? I don't know where the preview. Has there been a preview? I've been reading
There's been
news sites about
like
it.
Insider first look stuff, like screenshots.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
New Wave Video, Rubbers Lovers from 1996. Is it Sarah Michelle Gellar or is it that other girl that's in those
What, in
fucking
Rubber's
movies?
Lover? No, I don't think so.
No, I know what you did last summer. Now my mind's all like,
Yeah, it's Sarah Michelle Gellar. I remember watching
okay,
it.
I'm crazy sometimes, brother. I don't know what's going on.
Or
Full
no,
Moon's doing arcade. You buying that, Paul?
yes, it's gonna be the HD premiere of Arcade. Not sure how it's gonna look because even in
Or if the disc will
1991,
work.
it looked bad. So yeah, I
I'm
hope
still
the
pissed about my
AHD.
Puppet Master 4. I will never forgive you, Charlie. Uh, Hammer Films is doing Shatter in 4K in 1974.
Yeah, they're doing a big old box set again, like they did for Captain Kronos. I wish
Mm.
I don't know why they're picking the sort of more obscure titles to start with, but hey, let's see.
And last but certainly not least, getting close to home,
Screambound.
Paul.
Yeah,
Andy
British.
Warhol presents, coming from
Mm-hmm.
Screambound, Flesh for Frankenstein and Blood for Dracula. I have the Vinegar Syndrome and the Seven release of those films.
Yeah.
I love them. They say Andy Warhol presents, but they're really Paul Morrissey films. Paul Morrissey is a severely underrated director of the genre. These films are artistically phenomenal, visually
Mm-hmm.
captivating, and they have a really good dark comedy aspect to them. Highly recommend to anybody. Uh, Udo Kier pronounces virgins virgins, and it's hilarious. There's a scene in Flesh for Frankenstein where Udo Kier has a guy's head cut off, and there's more blood than Dead Alive, and it's fucking
Wow.
hilarious. So just be prepared. If you want to watch them, go watch them. Like I said, everything I just said about them, 100% true. But when they say Andy Warhol presents, more like Andy Warhol walked by and said, "That looks cool."
Yeah. But like the Wes Craven presents stuff they did
Yes.
back in the day, yeah.
Yes. So now in theaters, a
Cinemas.
Minecraft movie, which everybody's ranting and raving about.
Yeah.
Snow White, which is the lowest graded movie in the history of filmmaking, which is
Everybody's definitely not raving about that one.
yes. We're not one of those guys that wish Disney ill will. We're just very disappointed in the company they've become.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. The Amateur, Drop, Death of a Unicorn, the 824 film that is star-studded but is underperforming like a motherfucker. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's funny. It's like, hey, A24, we got to use people that aren't well known and then they'll do well. Or you got to reignite Brendan Fraser's career. But if you use Paul Rudd and Jenny Ortega, nobody gives a fuck. Am I wrong?
No, it's true.
Like, if it's Paul Rudd, it's fucking Ant-Man or Ghostbusters. If it's Jenny Ortega, it better be Screamer Wednesday. Like, nobody gives a shit about unicorns. Anyway, The Penguin Lessons, which is a sequel to the Penguin TV series.
Is that the? I thought it was a Donald Trump thing, no?
I don't know. At least penguins dressed up for the White House. Anyway, a working man. 10%, pal. 10% on the fucking penguins. The King of Kings.
Yeah, a working man which toppled Snow White at the box office, didn't it?
The real is that Guy Ritchie?
No, no, it's Jason Statham. Was it Guy Ritchie as well? Definitely Jason Statham.
We're looking it up. Oh yeah, it's literally Jason Statham being a Jason Statham character.
Yeah, I don't think it was a Guy Ritchie film, but let me know.
If it is, I'm gonna giggle my ass off.
Yeah.
Okay, it's pulling up right now.
Do you just presume?
David Ayer. It's even
Oh.
worse. Like he's like up there with Guy Ritchie with like these movies.
Anyway, I'll say, what's wrong with Guy Ritchie, man? He lives
End of
literally down
Watch,
the road.
Sabotage, Harsh Times. Like, can you the beekeeper? Yeah, okay. David Ayer, A Working Man, The Beekeeper, same fucking movie.
Yeah.
uh,
But it
shit.
outperformed Snow White. But then I guess most films did at the moment.
Anything can
Yeah.
outperform. Also, release the Ayer cut of Suicide Squad. I will say David Ayer's best film is Fury. Would you agree?
I enjoyed Fury. Yeah,
Okay. Just
definitely.
overall, like enjoyment wise, I feel like that's his most complete film.
We're talking the Brad Pitt war film, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. I see. Clever on that.
It's a
Yeah.
very good film.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas
Yeah, very good.
your folk would say brilliant.
Yes. Bloody fantastic.
So we got a Superman clip of Crypto and Superman, and of course other things have leaked since. I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful. Crypto is handsome as fuck.
Mhm.
He is a good and a bad boy all at the same time, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that he looks like just like my late dog Moxley.
Mhm.
Very, very cool, but he's fucking white as hell. And yeah, Paul, what do you think of Superman and Crypto, man?
Yeah, I don't know too much about Crypto really.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't read the comics that much, but the clip they've released looks really really cool. I do like what they call like the robot people that are looking after Superman.
Yes, that is from the animated series and the comic book All
Yeah,
Star Superman.
really cool the way they talk and stuff is really cool. Yeah, it looks really good, really really good. It looks epic, I would say. The sort of scale of it, I think it's gonna be really good.
As a avid reader of DC Comics, Batman and Superman are my bread and butter.
Hmm.
Most of my collection is split between Batman and Superman stories. That's
Right.
literally grew up on that shit. So
Hmm.
when something like this comes out, I'm very judgmental and critical because is it like the comic books? Is it true to the character? Is it true to the version of the characters I like, you know?
Hmm.
And I'm a big Henry Cavill guy. I'm a big Snyder guy. I think Zack Snyder's Justice League movie is the best superhero movie ever made, and it has yet to be beat. If this beats it, I'll be honest with it.
Did you never see Guardians of the Galaxy?
Don't you, Paul? That movie's mid as fuck. It's funny, but it's not incredible. It's not the Batman from 2022.
Mystery Men.
Okay, that's a fantastic movie. I will take that back. That might be one of the best. But also, what we got was Megan 2, aka let's take the plot of Terminator 2 and apply it to the Megan franchise. Paul,
Yeah, it looks super silly. It looks super silly. I
they
thought it was gonna
definitely
be like,
removed the horror aspect and just replaced it with action and gore. Went full
yeah,
John
it
Wick.
just looks like, yeah, it doesn't look like the first one at all. It looks like
Mhm.
really silly. So it's all jokes through the trailer. It's basically Megan.
Terminator 2 and Terminator 1.
Yeah, Megan's literally the good. Looks like it's gonna be the good. Yeah, it's literally,
One
yeah,
could
you're right.
argue Terminator 1 is a neo noir slasher.
Hmm.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Tech noir slasher. There we go.
It's gonna be Terminator 2 for
And
the
Terminator 2 is like just fucking
TikTok
sci-fi
generation.
action. Yeah. And this is
Yes,
sci-fi action turned up to 11.
yeah. It looks different. It looks different, but it's going to be just full of jokes and stuff and that. So I don't know. And again, it's this whole AI thing, isn't it, with robot that we just
Child's
seen.
Play 2019 did it better.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh
Just seen it done to death at the moment.
Naked Gun teased us with a little trailer of
Yeah,
Liam Neeson taking over for what's his name?
Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen. So not that far off on initials.
I think it looks amazing.
Oh
I
my
was,
god, it's fantastic.
yeah, when you said Liam Neeson and like trying to replace Leslie Nielsen, I was like, I can't imagine that working. But the trailer looks amazing. It looks really really good.
His
I-
serious look and persona definitely contrasts the comedy well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Okay.
cool. I love how they did it. Where he goes undercover as the little girl, and it literally is a little girl, and he just pulls the
Now,
mask
the
off and
next
see.
trailer on our notes, I didn't watch anything of. I don't know what you're
Wow,
talking about
that's
here.
ridiculous, man. You should have done.
Fill me in.
Primitive War as a
Wait,
teaser trailer.
is that dinosaurs versus dinosaurs in Vietnam?
Yes. You
Okay,
saw it.
I did watch it.
Yeah. Vietnam soldiers versus dinosaurs. I mean, what's not to like there? I'd never heard of it until this teaser popped up and I watched it. I was like, oh wow, okay, this
Did
sounds
Jesse share
cool.
that?
Sorry?
Send a dump?
No, I just
Oh,
just literally popped up
that's
on my
how I saw
YouTube.
it. Thank you, Send a dump. Jesse
Okay.
Hobson, one of our sister channels.
hmm
Love you. You're great.
It just popped up on my YouTube. It might have been because of him, to be fair, because the
The
algorithm.
algorithm. Yes.
Yeah. But no, man, that's a complete surprise. Looks really cool. Looks
Yeah.
really cool. Looks like it's got a decent budget. It's not like a cheap.
Gives me Velocipaster vibes.
But that was cheap and rubbish. This doesn't look cheap and rubbish.
Fair.
No, it is. Yeah, I like the tagline as well. This is no walk in the park or something. They're obviously riffing Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool. It looks cool.
So, sad news. We lost
Mm,
Batman this week. Well, one of the Batmen. I'm not the biggest fan of this actor or person.
it's not very nice.
I'm just saying. I'm just prefacing, but I understand and I recognize his
You're not allowed to
talent
say that when
and
someone
his I
passes.
don't give a shit,
You have
but
to,
I
you have
also
to say you love all
recognize
their
his
films, you
place
love their work.
in cinema history, and I recognize the talent. Val Kilmer passed away. Hey, he treated somebody that's very close to me like shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay? Okay?
Ooh, coming in another episode.
But yeah, another episode. But yes, Batman passed. Very, very sad.
Is that how you remember him, Batman? Is that
Now I'll be your Huckleberry.
okay?
Is that better?
Heat for me. He was really good in Heat.
He is good at Heat. But I
Yeah.
always remember that Al Pacino scene when he's like, bah, bah,
Yeah.
bah, bah, bah. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? That one scene in the shootout? Yeah. You know
Yeah. That's when he's running through the thing.
What guns are they shooting in that scene, Paul?
Like, oh, Mister, I've got a job at a gun place. AK-47s or something.
FN Fouls.
FN Fouls. There you go.
Yes. So, recommendation of the week, Paul. Start us off.
Well, like I said, I haven't watched too much this week, but what I have watched, I've been letting the girlfriend watch because obviously I saw this when it first came out. Is the TV series Breaking Bad. And boy, oh boy, is it fantastic. Obviously, I thought it was incredible when I watched it. I still probably say to this day, it's the best TV series I've ever watched.
Are you going to watch Better Call Saul now with Jules?
We will do, yeah. And might even watch El Camino as well. Yeah, but yeah, she's the really good thing is she's enjoying it too.
Good.
So we are into season 4, early episodes of season 4, so we haven't got too much to go. But no, there's probably no one out there, not many people out there that have never watched this. But even if you have watched it, just give it a rewatch because it's been a long time since I watched it, and it's just so good, so good. And what on earth is your recommendation?
So, mine is a short film from 2003. It is called The Man with the Smallest Penis in Existence and the Electron Microscope Technician Who Loved Him. I'm just kidding, but you can go watch that on Daily Motion. My recommendation of the week is the TV show The Pit on HBO Max. I've been watching that with my wife, and that series just came to an end on season 1. So the entire season 1 is an hour. Each episode is like an hour long, and and each hour reflects an hour of a shift. So as you progress through each hour of a shift at a nursing, at an emergency room in Pittsburgh. And my wife is a emergency room nurse in Pittsburgh, so this series naturally was interesting to us. On top of that, it's Noah Wiley from ER, who I love, and it's the producers of West Wing and ER, so of course I was naturally attracted to it. And the series is phenomenal. It did get renewed for season 2, and it features Fiona and Brad Dourif.
Oh, that's cool.
Right? So if you couldn't get any cooler by everything else I said,
yeah,
the Dourifs are in it.
Yeah.
So Paul, what are we doing next week?
Next week, bit of an Easter theme.
Yeah?
And I think everyone knows what the greatest Easter horror themed movie is of all time.
What is that, Paul?
It's from 1988. It is Critters 2.
Ooh. I know a guy that worked on Critters too.
Yeah.
I might have did a podcast with that guy for like 3 years or something.
Yeah. I think I snuck in on an episode as well.
You
with
did.
Yeah, Critters 2, probably one of my all-time favorite films ever. So,
I got it in the box set right there.
Yeah, I've got it in 2 box sets.
Really?
Actually, if we count DVD, 3 box sets.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out the freshly released Arrow release for this. But yeah, I've still got my Screen
Is that
Factory
4K?
No, I wish it was 4K.
Ah.
I'm surprised it's not 4K because there was a big gap between the Screen Factory release and the Arrow release for the UK. So you thought they might have done a 4K, but now it looks well. The Screen Factory looks amazing, so presumably Arrow's going to look just as good.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a film, and what an Easter film as well. You're going to say you've never seen it? Just say it.
I've seen it. Of course, I've seen it, Paul. And thank you guys for tuning in on another episode of Celluloid Psychosis. If you like this episode and want to listen to other episodes or other podcasts just like this one, head on over to www.projectlouder.net or anywhere else you listen to audio-only content. That includes, but is not limited to, Google, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, and Amazon. Paul, thank you for joining me. I'm your host, TJ Bowser. That's Paul Ashford. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.